that.
Welcome everybody to District 4 Championship tournament here today at Kittatinny High School. I am your host, James Clarke, commentating all of your matches here in the final round. We will be starting today at 106 pounds here. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to GardenStateHSWrestling.com for tuning in and being able to keep up with all the great action of wrestling going on here today, as we have quite a few local teams from around the area that are here today, as well as some other teams this is the first time that I am seeing myself. So we're going to be looking at the first matchup here at 106 pounds, and we are looking at Christopher Frank of Jefferson Township, who is wrestling his opponent at 106 pounds, Jack Doty of Kinnelon. So the match is going to be underway here, and this match is starting at 106 pounds. Again, we are live here at Garden State HS Wrestling for the District 4 Wrestling Championship Tournament here at Kittatinny High School. Doty going in on a early single there, but nicely defended by Christopher Frank. Just to kind of talk about a little bit of both wrestlers here today. Christopher Frank from Jefferson came into the tournament this morning with having a bye before he was able to get a pin. That advanced him here to the finals. And Doty himself got a pin at 45 seconds before he went on to the semifinal round to have a major decision of a score of 15-1 before getting to the final here today. Doty in on a double leg. Nicely defended still. We're both in the neutral position. A nice scramble there by Frank. And Frank goes ahead and he spins behind. He gets a takedown and he leads this one 2-0 with 1:07 left here in the first period. Nicely done there by Frank as he lifts him back down to the mat. Great job, but Doty trying to get in on a reversal there, but it looks like he might just get the 1-point escape. And almost near that, and that's what he gets. He gets the 1-point escape, makes it 2-1. We're in the neutral position now. Doty in on a position there to try to lift Frank from over top of him. And grabbing inside of that leg there is Frank. We're approaching the 30-second mark here in the first period. And stopped for stalemate there. It's going to be a neutral position. And back to the action we go. Doug Bush, the referee for this bout. Trying to get a shot attempt there is Doty. And now both wrestlers feeling each other out. 10 seconds to go in the first period. And a little bit of a nice scramble fest going on after one period. But Frank comes out on top after one period, 2-1. And now both wrestlers getting back to the action. Frank is going to go right away. He's going to choose bottom to start the second, as it is his choice. So that's the first decision that he's making here today. And there we go. Back to the action we go. Doty getting set to go back on top. And we'll see what he can do from the top position as he trails this one 2-1. Now working to the side is Doty. Now he's trying to throw in some legs there, but not able to really do any of that as of yet. Now he's got the claw working in there. Frank working to face him, and he gets out. He extends the lead 3-1. Now back to the center of the mat, says Frank, going back to the center. Now we'll see if Doty can get a shot in. He had another shot attempt there. Frank's got to watch himself a little bit. He's got to try to make some kind of action going here before the referee might call for a stall warning. So if Doty shoots again, we might see a stall warning, or we may not. You never know. Doty definitely being the aggressor here. He is trailing 3-1, but he's doing a nice job of initiating the action. And we'll see if he's able to finish this takedown. He's near the takedown here. If he can kind of just pop his head out from underneath him. But nicely defended by Frank, still in the neutral position. And now he's got to be near a takedown, and he's going to get some back points out of this one. He should get at least 2 back points, and he'll lead this one 5-3. And out of bounds they go, says Doug Bush We got 35 seconds to go in the second period. And Doty a little slow to get up. I think we're also going to, almost thought we were going to get a little bit of blood time. But blood time or injury time, not sure what was going on there, but now he's going to go back to the bottom position. And we'll see what Doty can do from this point on. See if he can throw in a leg, does Frank. Oh, so the score now is 5-5. They rewarded Frank with the reversal after getting put to his back for a 2 count. So the score is now 5-5. We've got 15 seconds left to go in the second period. And now Doty trying to go ahead, and he's trying to get the reversal here, but he's not going to get it as time is going to expire. And it's going to be a score that's tied 5-5. And Doty right away, he's saying, I'm going bottom. I want to go bottom to start this period. I know I can get out from underneath. So that's exactly what he's going to do. Here we go. Frank trying to grab control of that wrist. See, he's got to try to work something here if he can. He's going to try and do a mat return. If he can, he does a great job there, but a little sloppy from the top position is Frank, and now Doty's going to try and get the reversal here, near it at least, and he gets it. And he retakes the lead. Actually, he retakes the lead 7-5. Was in the lead for a short bit there in the second before getting reversed, so now he leads it 7-5. Doty working from the top position. Has his arm trapped there. He's just got to watch out that Frank looking like he wants to grab that leg. He has control. He has a grab of that left leg there is Frank. And Frank, he's going to get the reversal himself. And coaches are going to cut him. They said to cut him, and it's going to be 8-7 Doty with a minute left in the third period. And both wrestlers go out of bounds. 54 seconds left to go in the third. And back to the action we go are both wrestlers. And now with Doty with a 1-point lead, 8-7. And now Frank down by a point, needs to be the aggressor here. And Doty's been doing a good job with taking the action despite only being up a point. And Frank gets in on a shot. Not really too successful there, as Doty is fighting that shot off from Frank. And both wrestlers still in the neutral position, still neutral. Doty's got to watch himself here as we have 10 seconds to go in the third period. The Jefferson fans are looking for a takedown. And both wrestlers, they go out of bounds. 4 seconds left to go in the third period. All right, back to the action we go. Frank's got to be the aggressor. And your 2023 106-pound District 4 champion is Jack Doty of Kittatinny with a score of 8-7 to win it. Final score. In case you are wondering who the top 3 teams are in the District 4 tournament right now are Jefferson, who is in first place currently right now. Second place is Kittatinny. And then tied for third right now is both Wayne Hills and Butler tied for third place right now. So those are your top 3 teams at the moment. So now we're going over to the 113-pound final. And for the 113-pound final is going to be Jason Kittatinny of Butler and Christopher Alborn from Pompton Lakes here at 113 pounds. And here we go, the action underway. Kittatinny, the Butler wrestler in the yellow singlet, and Alborn from Pompton Lakes in the scarlet red. It looks like it's a scarlet red color for Pompton Lakes. just to talk quickly about both of these wrestlers and how they got here today. Kittatinny got here with a pin in the quarterfinal round before he faced his opponent in the semifinal round, and he got the pin in 45 seconds. And that's how he got to the finals today, as Kittatinny gets the takedown, the lead at 2-0. And Al Byrne got here today with a tech fall, 15-0 in the third period, before he went on in the semifinal round to win at 7-5 to win in the final and in the semifinal round to make it here today. Kittatinny throwing in a leg. Now he wants to try to reach back and try and get into like a guillotine position. He's got the arm trapped in there. He could finish this for a guillotine move. I think he might get the pin here. And he gets the pin. Jason Kittatinny of Butler is your 113-pound District 4 champion here at Kittatinny High School. Again, you are watching live from Garden State HS Wrestling. If you want to follow us on social media, please do us a favor. Follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at Garden State HS Wrestling, and on Instagram at Garden State HS Wrestling. And if you want to, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, put a like on this video, and leave a comment down below to let us know if you would like for us to cover any of your matches going into next season. Please, we love covering wrestling, and we want to cover the best matchups you have for us, as the wrestlers are going to be presented with the medals here at 106 pounds that they were. And while we're waiting for the next action to go, let's do some sponsorships as well. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com, for us to be covering live here wrestling today. We also like to thank some of our sponsors, the Recycling and Hoffman Landscaping, the Harrington Companies, and they're all huge sponsors of New Jersey high school wrestling. So, again, you are watching here live at Garden State HS Wrestling for the District 4 Championship Tournament here at Kittatinny High School. We are through 2 finals so far, as we are about to get ready with the 120-pound final here, which we are going to be watching for the next bout. We've got, if I'm mispronouncing this name, I absolutely apologize in advance. Sawajka Tasai of Wayne Hills, and Thomas Dugan from North Warren. And that is your final here at 120 pounds. Again, in case you missed out who our top three teams are right now here in the tournament, it is Jefferson, who is currently in first place, followed by Kittatinny, who is in second place. And in third place, it's tied right now between Butler and Wayne Hills. But after that pin right there from Jason Kittatinny of Butler, also probably put them in the third place range currently at the moment. Again, we are Garden State HS Wrestling broadcasting today's match here at Kittatinny High School. It's been a great day of wrestling so far, and we are excited to be here today. And if you're watching over at District 7, the championship tournament over there at Roxbury High School right now, I hope all the action's going well over there. Shout out to Donald Brower. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this today over here at Kittatinny. We'd also like to thank Kittatinny High School for doing such a great job with being able to provide us the best help that we need and being able to give us whatever we do need for today's tournament to live stream for you guys. So thank you, Kittatinny High School, for everything you've done for us today. And we're heading into the second period over here in the third place bout at 113 pounds. So they got one more period, 2 minutes to go. I really miss those good old days of wrestling. I was once a wrestler myself back in the day for Hackettstown High School. I remember every year going to, even years when I wasn't even on varsity and wrestling on JV. I remember all the years of when I used to wrestle I used to go watch the district and region tournaments every year, and it's always been a fun time watching like the individuality of wrestling as a whole in this postseason right here. Obviously, the team aspect is always an important factor, but this is it right here. This is about you now. This isn't about the team now at this point. This is you time. This is what you can do, what you can provide, and how you can represent your school the best way possible. So I've always enjoyed the postseason. This is one of my favorite times of the year, going into the district tournament, the region tournament, and going down to Atlantic City to watch some great wrestling down there, great competition. Again, while we're waiting for the next action to start up, let's talk about some social media posts here if you want to. We are Garden State HS Wrestling here live at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Wrestling Tournament. If you want to follow us on social media, follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at Garden State HS Wrestling, and on Instagram at Garden State HS Wrestling. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you see that subscribe button, please be sure to click on that. And be sure to like this video and also leave a comment down below, whether if it's in the live chat or if it's in the regular chat afterwards when this is posted. And please tell us if you want us to cover your matches going into next season. We would be more than happy to. We love covering wrestling, and we want to make sure that you guys get the best competition and the best recognition as possible. And we are the people that want to do it, and we are the best team that can do it. So over here,
wrestling on mat number 2, 120 pounds, third place, consolation bout. Colin Altieri, Gilon, Max Alonzo, Jefferson, now wrestling on mat 2.
And here we go. At 120 pounds here, we've got Sawachka Desai of Wayne Hills Wrestling and Thomas Dugan of North Warren. Talk about both wrestlers. Desai got here this morning with getting a bye in the quarterfinal round before he pinned in the second. He ended up winning by pin in this quarterfinals before he was able to go to the semifinals and pin. That's how he got to the finals. And Dugan, the way that he made it to the finals today, he was able to get a pin in the quarterfinal round before getting another pin in the semifinal round to make it here today. And Dugan, one of the pound-for-pound wrestlers for North Warren. And Desai from Wayne Hills, another one of the really outstanding wrestlers for Wayne Hills. As both wrestlers go out of bounds, Dugan is ready to go for action, as he's ready to go back to the action as he quickly goes back to the center of the mat. And going in on a shot is Desai. Desai has to make sure that he's finishing on that single. He has control of that leg, and I want to see if he's able to pop his head out there, if he's able to. And nicely defended there is Dugan. And sitting all to that, Desai, he gets the takedown. He leads this one 2-0. As he's working in a head lever is Desai. And he wants to try to run this one. Let's see what he can do. As he throws in a leg inside of the right leg. And nicely in a Granby position there from Dugan. And he gets out. Makes it 2-1 Desai. And wrist controls from both wrestlers. Dugan, we got 20 seconds left in the first period. Dugan trying to initiate the action. He has control of that. He has a grab of that leg there, but not in a position to get a takedown. And nicely defended by Desai. He makes it 4-1. We got 10 seconds left to go in the first period. As he throws in a crossface. And that is the end of one period. And the flip of the coin goes to Dugan. Dugan's going to defer, and Desai is going to choose bottom to start the second. And both wrestlers get set. Here we go. Back to the action we go. Dugan of North Warren and Desai of Wayne Hills. And throwing in a cradle, trying to throw in a cradle is Dugan. Has control of that leg. Let's see if he can try and lift it back up and bring him back down to the mat. And a wizard thrown in from Desai, nicely defended there for Dugan to ensure that he does not get himself in a dangerous position with that wizard. So when you're in that wizard position, you just never know. You could get easily thrown to your back. And Dugan, nice job being able to defend that off and not allowing that to happen. Desai looking to get a reversal in and a cross-face thrown, but both wrestlers out of bounds, so not enough time to finish that one. Got a minute 15 to go in the second period. And both wrestlers back to the action. Here we go. And Desai lifting up on that. He's got control of the double leg reversal. He might try to get it here, and he gets it. 2 for the reversal. 2 more points for Desai, and it's now 6-1. A nice scramby from Dugan. Wants to be able to get out of this one. In his best position right now, what he needs to do is just get out. And Desai signaling for injury time. He's going to get some injury time here. Just want to remind everybody we're here live at GardenStateHSWrestling.com here at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Wrestling Tournament here today. Also want to talk about some sponsors for today. Dan Warnikoff, Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition. And we also like to thank the Harrington companies here for providing us the best sponsors possible to cover us here live today for the District 4 Wrestling Tournament at Kittatinny High School. We also like to thank Construction and Recycling and Hoffman Landscaping, the Harrington companies, and they're huge supporters of New Jersey High School wrestling. So here we go, back to the action after that, a little injury time that we had there. Dugan set to go back from the bottom position. We got 38 seconds left to go in the second period. Wrestlers take each other back off there. Nice job by Desai breaking down the base of that. Here we go, Desai trying to do what he can as we got 10 seconds left to go in the second period. And after 2 periods, Desai from Wayne Hills is taking himself right now in a 6-1 lead heading into the third period. And now it's going to be Dugan's choice. He has to take top, has to take some kind of offense going here. So top is the best position for him to take at this moment. He just has to watch to make sure that he does not get himself in a reversal position. And Dugan back on top. Here we go. Call thrown in there from Dugan. Now see if Dugan tries to throw in a leg, and it's blocked off by Desai. And nicely defended. Desai had a quick control there of that leg for a second. He had a grab of it, but not able to do anything with it as Dugan was able to go back on top. He needs to be the aggressor here. He's down 6-1. He has to work for back points here. He has to work for a pin. Any kind of desperation move is going to be big for him as both wrestlers go out of bounds, and we are ready to reset at the center of the mat. Both wrestlers get set. Now let's see if Dugan can try and lift that off. He's just going to cut Desai to make it 7-1. And now Dugan's got to do something here. He has to work. He's down by 6. What is his desperation move to ensure that he can claim himself a District 4 championship here today at 120 pounds? Both wrestlers stop for a stalemate. Back to the neutral position with 1:04 left to go in the third period. And Desai gets in on a takedown. Now he's in major decision territory as he leads it now 9-1 with less than a minute to go in the third. As he has control of that head lever yet again. Throwing in the leg there is Desai. Trying to lean back is Dugan. Trying to get some back points there is Desai. Let's see if he can try and finish and get a pin if he's able to. He's going to get at least 3 back points going if he does not stick Dugan. He might get in that position to pin him. But pretty much at this point now, Desai might seal the deal here unless anything drastic changes going in. And that's it. Desai from Wayne Hills is your 2023 120-pound District 4 champion here at Kittatinny High School. Congratulations.
Number 1, 126-pound championship bout, Arvin Silvestro. Manchester Regional, Ryan Jack Jefferson now wrestling on mat number 1. Now wrestling on mat number 2, third place bout, James Clarke, Mountain Lakes, now wrestling on mat number 2.
So here we go at 126-pound, the next bout. In the final round here. At 126 pounds, you've got Arvin Silvestro of Manchester, who is the top seed here today in the District 4 tournament. And at this weight class, he's facing up against Ryan Jack of Jefferson. This should be a nice, entertaining bout between the both wrestlers. And the action is underway. Here we go. In case everybody wants to know out there, Silvestro from Manchester was able to go into this tournament today with getting a pin in the quarterfinal round before he won by a decision score 8-2. And for Jack, he also pinned in the quarterfinals before he went into the semifinals. And for the semifinal round, he ended up winning 6-0 to get himself to the finals as Silvestro from Manchester is able to get in on a takedown. He leads it 2-0. Silvestro trying to face him, cuts him, makes it 2-1. Now both wrestlers just trying to feel each other out a little bit. This looks like this may be one of those chess matches here where there may not be a lot of scoring and may want to see some good action going here. And more defensive wrestling from Silvestro. He's going to get in. He gets the takedown. Leads it 4-1. Might get some back points there, but they kind of wave it off a little bit. Nope. Only a 1 count, that's all. Was close to a 2 count, but the referee says no. So now it's 4-1 Silvestro. Under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Silvestro, Jack stands near an escape, but nicely defended is Silvestro, and he's doing a great job with trying to work to his offense as he leads this one 4-1 with the closing seconds going into and out of the first period. As Silvestro grabs control of that leg. And that's the end of 1 period. It is Jack's choice. He's going defense right away to start this second period, so he wants to go bottom.
Colin Altieri from Kittatinny and Max Alonso from Jefferson to the medal stand.
So both wrestlers back to the action. As he has control of that arm. Silvestro riding a little bit parallel here. He's got to work to the side. And now Jack has control of that. He's going to get up and face him. Now he makes the score 4-2. Silvestro leads this one 4-2 at 126 pounds. And both wrestlers feeling each other out a little bit of an arm drag, but nicely defended there by Jack. Shot in there, fireman's carry done by Silvestro. Oh, and they give him a takedown, but I think he's going to wave that one off. But no, he gave it to him. Makes it 6-2 Silvestro. And grabbing that ankle, that right ankle, is Jack. Trying to ensure that he does not give up a takedown. And trying to spin around is Jack, but in control of that right leg is Silvestro. It's going to be stopped for stalemate. Coach Muscatello, the head coach from Jefferson, is trying to declare that there was no takedown. I think they're going to wave this one off. It looked like they were trying to wave, they were discussing about it. I thought they were going to wave it off. Coach Muscatello thought it was going to be a wave off there, but
you go, Jake, let's go.
So now they're signaling 2. So a little bit of some discussion right there with Coach Muscatello. And now we do get some blood time. And while we're doing that, let's thank some sponsors going in today. We'd like to thank Kittatinny Chiropractor and Wellness Center. We've got your back, as the slogan says. We also like to thank Michael J. Lacken Construction. We'd also like to thank Nelson Painting of Stillwater, New Jersey. Rivera Maya, Out of Space Self-Storage here in Branchville. We also like to thank Jay Kramer, Landscaping and Snow Plowing in Newton, New Jersey. We also like to thank Sesco's Pizzeria here, Restaurant, Tavern, and Catering. And we also like to thank LC Service, a complete auto and truck repair here in Stillwater, New Jersey. And while we're still waiting for the blood time to end, let's take a look at some social media here. We're live here today at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Championship. If you want to talk to us at social media, you can follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSWrestling, and Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And for YouTube, you can just hit that subscribe button, put a like on this video, let us know if you want us to cover your matches going into next year. So thank you to everybody tuning in today. Really means a lot to all of us here at Garden State HS Wrestling as we are enjoying the tournament so far, and as Jack gets out, makes it 6-3. And at the end of 2 periods, Silvestro of Manchester is going to lead this one. 6-3 going into the last period. And we are going neutral. Here we go, 6-3, Silvestro up by 3, 6-3. As both wrestlers feeling each other out, we got control of the wrist there from Jack, and fighting off is Silvestro. And now both wrestlers feeling each other out here, not willing to give up an inch. Head-to-head contact there from both wrestlers. Forehead to forehead, ear to ear. Not willing to give up a takedown here. And Silvestro with a shot attempt. And another shot attempt that was done this time by Jack. And we'll see what happens here. We're under a minute to go in the third period. Jack has to be the aggressor. He is down here by 3, 6-3. He's got to be the aggressor. So we'll see what he can do as he has control of that elbow there just a little bit. As he's trying to get in on a shot. Now he needs a desperation move. Nice wizard there thrown in by Silvestro. We'll see if Jack can come out from top of that. But it does not look like that's going to happen. 30 seconds to go. You got to get a quick takedown or a quick 5-point move. You're down by 3. You got to do something here. Push the pace of the action from Jack. He has to be the aggressor. We're under 10 seconds to go in the third period. And it looks like that Arbin Silvestro of Manchester is going to be your 6'3" winner, and he is your 2023 District 4 champion here at 126 pounds. So congratulations to Silvestro of Manchester. But nice efforts there too, where credit is due from Ryan Jack from getting to the finals here today. And best of luck at Regions to both wrestlers going into next week. Now we're going to be entering into the 132-pound final here at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Championship. And the final round here we have at 132 pounds, we got
132-pound championship bout. Michael Vandermeulen, Jefferson Township. John Sees, Wayne Hill. Now let's see about 1.
So we got here for the final round, we got Michael Van Meulen of Jefferson and John Sees of Wayne Hills here for the final round of the 132-pound bout. This looks to be a nice matchup here for both wrestlers. So to just talk a little bit about how both wrestlers got here today, Vandermeulen, who was the top seed here in this bracket at 132 pounds, got here by a pin in the quarterfinal round. And he was able to get a tech fall in the semifinal round, 15-0. And John Sees from Wayne Hills came into the tournament today. He got a decision winner at 9-5 in the quarterfinal round before he went on to the semifinal round and had a nice overtime victory by a score of 4-2 by getting that takedown. So congratulations to both wrestlers making it to the finals, and we shall see how it will turn out for both wrestlers. I think this is going to be one of the better bouts here. The more evenly skilled matchups in this bout, I believe. So we'll see how that goes in. And Vandermeulen goes in, he spins high, and he gets a takedown. He leads it 2-0.
We can please have Arvin Silvestro, Ryan Jack, Jacob Savage, and Angelo Pissarro choose the medal stand, please.
As Vandermeulen on top, trying to work from the top position. And he's trying to work something from the top position, but no success. Going in for a pin right now at this moment, as it's being defended off by Seas. And both wrestlers go out of bounds. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. There we go. Vandermeulen of Jefferson and John Sees of Wayne Hills. Trying to tilt back for some back points there. And Doug Bush, the official, is going to give him at least 2 back points. And that's exactly what he does. He leads it 4-0. Is Vandermeulen. And it's going to be called for stalling for Seas. Got about 5 seconds to go here in the first period. After one period, Vandermeulen of Jefferson Township leads this one 4-0. Now it's going to be Vandermeulen's choice. He's going to go bottom. He's going to go bottom to start the second. All right, and here we go. Vandermeulen trying to work up. He gets out right away. 5-0. Head taps there from Seas. As now Vandermeulen of Seas We're trying to figure each other out. Not willing to give up an inch. A shot attempt there from Vandermeulen, but nothing doing there for both wrestlers. Initiating the action from both wrestlers. Shot there by Vandermeulen. He's got the single light. He gets the takedown, extending this lead 7-0. Going in under a little under a minute to go in the second period, with Vandermeulen having a 7-0 lead. Now he wants to try to have a tight waist there, see what he can do with that arm. He wants to try to trap that arm there. Might try to run the arm bar if he's in that good position, but he's just got to make sure that arm stays straight for him to run it. And he lost control of that arm bar attempt from Vandermeulen. Now he's working in a claw. And C's got to try to be careful here because he already has a stall warning and a crossface thrown in there by Vandermeulen. As back points are coming here. And only a 1 count from Doug Bush, and that's all. We're in the closing seconds here in the second period with Vandermeulen holding a 7-0 lead over John Seas of Wayne Hills. And Seas is going to go neutral. He's going neutral to start this period. We're already in the third period already. This bout has flown by. So here you go, both wrestlers underway. The third period with Vandermeulen holding a 7-0 lead. And the shot attempt there from Seas, spun behind as Vandermeulen gets a 9-0 lead. Let's see what he can do from here. He's got the claw thrown in is Vandermeulen. Seas has to be the aggressor here, but now there's a stall warning on top. Now it's a warning apiece for both wrestlers. And broken down the base there is Vandermeulen with Seas trying to work from top, trying to work something. But nothing doing there. Got a minute to go in the third period. So you got 50 seconds left to go in the third. Now trying to tilt him back is Vandermeulen. And still in control there is Vandermeulen. He gets 2 back points out of it. He makes it 11-0. Now it's going to be a stall warning there again. And now it's a point for Seas. Now that makes it 11-1. 31 seconds to go in the third. Vandermeulen has done just a nice job dominating this bout. He's been able to get the turns that he's needed to. He's gotten the takedowns when he needed to. And he's just wrestled on this mat from period to period. And on the closing seconds. And it looks like it's going to be Vandermeulen with his championship here for the District 4 tournament at Kittatinny High School. And he will win this one 11-1 and be the District 4 champion today. Just going to let him go. And that is it. Vandermeulen, your champion at 132 pounds. And before we get into the next bout, let's go on and thank some sponsors. Let's go ahead. Thank you, everybody, for sponsoring us for today. Kittatinny Chiropractor and Wellness Center, Michael J. Lacken Construction, Nelson Painting, Riveria Maya, Out of Space Self Storage, Jake Kramer of Landscaping and Snow Plowing, Cesco's Restaurant, Tavern, and Catering, and LC Service, Complete Auto and Truck Repair in Stillwater, New Jersey. So thank you to all of our local sponsors for today. We also like to thank Carrington Companies for sponsoring us for today's bout, and we also like to thank Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Dan Warnikoff. If he's the guy that is good for the nutrition. Anybody that you would want to go to, it's Dan Warnikoff and Champion Athletes and the Harrington Company. So thank you so much for everybody sponsoring us here today as we're here at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Championship Tournament for Wrestling. Now we start here in the final round at 138 pounds with Andrew Natelski of Kittatinny is here in the blue singlet with the blue leggings as well. And his opponent is from Butler. And his wrestler from Butler is going to be at 144 pounds. It is Christian. 138 pounds. Is Logan Skies of Butler as Natelski gets in on a takedown. He gets it. Leads it 2-0. As both wrestlers go out of bounds. And they are ready to get themselves reset. So Skies from Butler and Natelski from Kittatinny. And now Natelski trying to work from the side. And Skies trying to work in on a reversal. We'll see if he gets it. He gets the reversal. Now the score is tied at 2 with less than a minute to go in the first period. Now we'll see if Skies try to lift Natelski back down to the mat, and he does that great job there from Skies of Butler. And looks like both wrestlers might go out of bounds here, and they do. And we're going to be resetting to the mat here with Andrew Natelski of Kittatinny and Logan Skies of Butler.
We can have all the placers at 132 pounds to the pedal stand, please. All the placers at 132 pounds to the pedal stand.
And both wrestlers reset, and the action is ready to go. And Natelski tries to go in on the reversal, but nothing doing there for him as both wrestlers go out of bounds. And both wrestlers get themselves reset. And here we go. See if he tries to lift him back down. Skies brings him back down to the mat. 5 seconds to go in the first period. And out of bounds, says the official. And we got 1 second left here to go in the first period. And it looks like we're going to probably be content to go into the second period with a score that is tied 2-2. Andrew Natelski of Kittatinny and Logan Skies of Butler. And that is the end of one. As the coin flip goes, and it's going to be Skies' choice. He's going to defer this one. Natelski, he's going to go bottom. He's going to go bottom to start. And that's something that you got to do when the score is tied 2-2. You know that you got to get yourself out. You got to be able to score. Bottom is the easiest position to get yourself into. And that's exactly what Natelski does here. And Skies is going to get himself broken. Breaks it back down to the mat. And holding on to that leg there is Skies. Again, you are watching live here at Garden State HS Wrestling for the District 4 Championship Tournament for Wrestling here at Kittatinny High School. We'd like to thank Kittatinny High School, the students, and everybody today that's been doing such a phenomenal job with helping us and accommodating us to be able to provide you with the live stream that we have here today. So thank you, everybody in the Kittatinny High School, the school district, for everything that they've done for us today. And the action's going back to the center of the mat. And Sky's going to go right back from the top position where he last was. Now let's see, Natelski needs to get out. He knows what's at stake here right now is a District 4 championship. He wants it so badly. He's got to be able to get out from bottom. But Sky's doing a nice job here, riding him in the second period. Not willing to give up an inch. Not willing to give up an escape as both wrestlers go out of bounds. And both wrestlers get themselves reset back into the center of the mat. And reset goes.
Hey, block that knee! Block that knee!
And he's just got to be careful here that he doesn't get set back there, because that could have been almost dangerous for Skies. He could have tried to work for a near side cradle. He was in a position to do so, but I don't know if he really saw that coming. And that's going to be stopped now, and we've got a stall warning from Skies. The first stall warning in this bout. And there we go. Both wrestlers getting themselves back. But Natelski, a couple of times looking like he was going to get out of there, but it's been nicely defended from Skies in trying to lift him back down, getting some nice mat returns, and trying to prevent that escape point, or even the reversal for that matter, from happening. Ten seconds to go in the second period. Natelski's got to try to do something here if he wants to score a point in the closing seconds of the second, but that's just not going to happen. And after 2 periods, we're still tied at 2. And Skies is going to go bottom to start the third period. Natelski here looking over to his coaches, seeing what he wants to do. He's seeing if he wants to cut him, and it looks like he's going to cut him. And that's exactly what I predicted that was going to happen, because now that's going to give Andrew Natelski 2 minutes to try to work a takedown. I've always appreciated and admired that decision, because now that's pushing the pace of the match, and now that's giving you the opportunity to try to win this match instead of trying to ride him and turn him.
Red or green? Red or green? Andrew's mad.
Now we've got Eddie. Fireman's carry from Natelski is coming. He's got control of that leg. Blocking it off there is Skies. And Natelski, the Kittatinny crowd behind us, is trying to wait for 2. And he's going to get it. He takes the lead, 4-3.
That's 2!
Back, Floyd!
And we'll see if that decision pays off, as right now Natelski is in the lead, 4-3, as we are approaching to the 1 minute mark here in the third period. And he lets go Skies. Now the score is all tied up at 4. And we'll see if Skies tried to get a shot there. Now both wrestlers trying to look at the clock, because they want to ensure that they have enough time to do what they can, and they got plenty of time to do it. Natelski and trying an ankle pick, but now success there, and Skies gets the takedown to lead at 6-4 with 30 seconds left to go in the third period. And now Natelski, if he wants to get himself a championship here today, he's got to get out. He's got to try to tie this bout. Either escape and a quick takedown or a reversal. He's got to try to keep it alive.
Get up, Andrew!
And it looks like that Logan Skies of Butler is going to be your 2023 138-pound District 4 champion at 138 pounds at Kittatinny High School. Nice matchup. Nice evenly matched for wrestlers for both of these wrestlers here. Nicely done. we also like to take the time to talk about our social media here today. GardenStateHSWrestling.com. If you want to follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you want to follow us on YouTube, you hit that subscribe button down below, and you like this video. Let us know in the comments down below if you want us to cover one of your matches coming up next year. I know we're at the end of the season, but if you want us to cover wrestling for you, please let us know, and we will do whatever we can to help you out, because we love wrestling just as much as you, and we love covering it. Now we're going over to the 144-pound final here, and it's Christian Gould of Jefferson facing Reese Smith of Kittatinny. And Reese Smith gets the takedown. He leads it 2-0 over Christian Gould of Jefferson. And we got the neutral there from Gould, and Smith getting the takedown. And he extends his lead to 4-1. Just to talk a little bit about how both wrestlers got here to the finals today. Reese Smith from Kittatinny was able to win by pin in the quarterfinal round before he was able to wrestle again in the semifinal round, where he also got another pin to get to the finals. And for Gould, same thing with him in the quarterfinals, got a pin and won by decision in the semifinal round. And Smith maintaining control there. Again, in case you guys want to know who's in first, who's in second, who's in third, who's on first, who's on second, as the old Abbott Costello skit goes, right now Jefferson is in the lead right now as the District 4 champions right now. They're in first place right now. Butler and Kittatinny are tied for second with Wayne Hills, not too far behind both Kittatinny and Butler, and they are right now in the third, fourth place right now. So those are right now currently your top 3 teams here at the tournament. And both wrestlers underway here yet again. He has control of that wrist here. He has wrist with that control. Now he's just going to cut Gould to make it now 4-2. Now in the front headlock there position is Reese Smith. The younger brother from Shane Smith, who wrestled here at Kittatinny as well, and it was a nice wrestler for Kittatinny as well, and his brother wrestles exactly the way he does, so shout out to Shane Smith. That's the end of one period, and Shane Smith leads this one 4-2. And it looks like they defer, and Gould is going to go bottom to start. Here we go. The arm control there is Reese Smith. Now let's see if he can grab that wrist and see what he can try and do with it. Maybe he'll try to get into an armbar position if he wants to. Not much action going right now, as Reese is just trying to ride from the top. Now he lifts him back down. Great job there by Smith. Now he's trying to get into like a ball and chain position. And both wrestlers go out of bounds. Minute 27 to go in the second period. And both wrestlers get themselves reset yet again, as Reese tries to attempt to break him down. I think this is going to get stopped for stalemate any minute here, because neither wrestler's in improving position, and as I say that, they do. And now trying to break down that ankle. Great job there by Smith with the mat return. Under a minute to go here in the second. And stall warning from Reese Smith. That is the first warning of this bout. As Gould gets set on bottom, Smith gets set on top, and they go ahead again. And Smith is trying to dig that head into that left shoulder of Gould, but nothing really doing there for him. Traps that, almost trapped that left ankle for a second. Let's see, he brings it back down to the mat. Gonna have to try to turn him here if Smith wants to get some more back points as we close into the second period. And a stall warning now for Gould. And lifting back up is Smith. Oh, a little bit of shoving going on there for both wrestlers. A little bit of hostility. As both wrestlers getting a little frustrated after that one. And we'll see what they're going to try and figure out here. The referee's talking to both wrestlers after that little chippiness that happened between both wrestlers. Now looks like they're calmed down a little bit. And Smith goes back down. He's going to start bottom to start. And Gould starting from top. Makes it 4-2, and now he's just going to cut him 5-2. Reese Smith from Kittatinny. And Smith on a shot attempt there. Single leg. Going to try and circle behind, and he gets it. He gets the takedown. He leads this one 7-2. And let's see what happens here. Both wrestlers go out of bounds. As both wrestlers get set here yet again. And up they go. Gould gets out. 7-3, Reese Smith. And Gould getting in on a shot of his own, but nicely sprawled out there from Smith. We might get a stalemate here if neither wrestler improves position, but it looks like they do. And Smith almost spun behind to get a takedown of his own. Near a takedown is Smith. He gets it. 9-3. Reese Smith of Kittatinny leads it over Christian Gould of Jefferson. As Coach Gill over there, the head coach from Kittatinny, just screaming the instructions of Reese Smith on what to do. He cuts Gould, makes it 9-4. Reese Smith on another shot. He's gonna get it. Nicely done there. He gets the takedown, 11-2. And now he gets back points out of it, makes it 13-4. And now Reese Smith of Kittatinny looks like he's gonna win himself a District 4 title at 144 pounds. So congratulations to Reese Smith. Nicely done by both wrestlers. As the next wrestler for Kittatinny, 150 pounds, is already out there and ready to go. Again, we are live here at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Wrestling Championship. I am James Clarke, your commentator for today.
On mat number 1, the 150-pound championship.
We like to thank Kittatinny High School and the Kittatinny community for allowing us to cover this matchup here today for the District 4 Championship.
150-pound middleweight bout. From Wayne Hills, Omar Al-Shashani, and from Jefferson, Ryan Clammer.
And next, we are here at 150 pounds. We've got another Kittatinny wrestler, and it's Bryce Coesfeld from Kittatinny facing Wyatt Frowley of Butler at 150 pounds of the final. So another really nice matchup that I think is going to come a long way. So here we go. Bryce Coesfeld today. If you want to talk about how the wrestlers got here to the finals today, he was able to get a pin in the quarterfinal round before winning in the semifinal round by a score of 6-0, as Coesfeld gets in on a takedown early. And Frawley gets here by winning by pin in the quarterfinal round before he went on to win 5-3 decision in the semis. So that's how both wrestlers got here in the finals today at 150 pounds. Coesfeld leads this one 2-0. Now trying to work a tilt there is Coesfeld. And the official says no, back points. Only had a 1 count, that was all. And both wrestlers going to go out of bounds. Approaching to the 1 minute mark left in the first period. As both wrestlers get set, but Coesfeld is going to cut him. He leads this one 2-1 now. And Coesfeld get in on a shot. Sprawled out there by Frawley. Trying to get defended there is Frawley, but Coesfeld gets in. He gets the takedown. He extends it 4-1. As Coesfeld is trying to work something from the top position. As he throws in a half. But nothing doing there for him. Now he breaks down the base of Frawley. Got 10 seconds left to go in the first period. And Bryce Coesfeld looking like he's going to hold on at the end of one with a 4-1 lead. He's going to get no back ones out of that one. 4-1 Bryce Coesfeld. Coesfeld defers. Frawley. Yeah, he's going to go neutral. Frawley goes neutral to start this period. And there we go. As both wrestlers feel each other out, not willing to give up an inch. Now we got wrist control there from Coesfeld.
Joseph Fox from Buffalo Lakes 2 women's games.
And now wrestling each other out there is Coesfeld. Almost thought we were going to get something there, but nothing doing for Coesfeld. Still on their feet, now feeling each other out. Coesfeld going in on a shot, and headlock attempt from Coesfeld, but nicely defended by Frawley, and we're in the neutral position still neutral, and now Coesfeld gets the takedown. He leads this one 6-1.
Hey. Run it, pop over and run it.
Awesome job there for Bryce Coesfeld, one of the pound-for-pound wrestlers for Kittatinny, as he's had a nice season of his own, as well as Kittatinny as a whole has had a nice season. As did Butler. Butler also had a pretty nice, solid season for themselves too. And Jefferson. About 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Now wrist control there from Coesfeld. See if he wants to try to drag him back a little bit. Maybe he would want to try to work a tilt, but got 10 seconds left to go in the second. And trying to run that, looks like almost an armbar attempt from Coesfeld, but after 2 periods, Coesfeld leads this one 6-1. Coesfeld right away says, I'm going bottom. I am going bottom to start the third period. And that is the best way possible to start the third period. and get the points as easy as possible. Both wrestlers stand. Frawley gonna cut him. Now makes it 7-1. Coesfeld. Now feeling each other out a little bit as both wrestlers working inside the arms there is Coesfeld. Now he has to throw that elbow by, as some of the fans from behind us are saying throw the elbow by. And just feeling each other out a little bit as both wrestlers. Coesfeld in a what some would say a comfortable lead, but also got to wrestle the period too, because you never know, anything can happen if Frawley is in desperation move, if he tries to make it a throw, dangers can happen here. As I do say that myself, almost kind of in a dangerous position, but Frawley and Coesfeld, being able to defend that off. We're under a minute left to go in the third period. Let's go ahead. That's a stall warning for Frawley. And Coesfeld gets in. He gets the takedown. He is now in major decision territory of a score of 9-1. We're approaching under 30 seconds left to go in the third. And we'll see if he tries to break down that base of Frawley. And it looks like we're going under 10 seconds to go. And unless anything drastic changes in the next under 10 seconds to go, it looks like it's going to be a Bryce Coesfeld win as your District 4 champion in the year 2023 at 150 pounds. Congratulations to Bryce Coesfeld. We also like to take the time while we're waiting to also thank some of our sponsors for today. And the sponsors are as follows. Harrington Companies. Harrington Companies, Michael J. Lacken of Construction, Nelson Painting in Stillwater, New Jersey, Cesco's Restaurant, Tavern, and Catering, Out of Space Self-Storage here in Branchville, Kittatinny Chiropractor and Wellness Center, LC Service, Complete Auto and Truck Repair, Jay Kramer, Landscaping and Snow Plowing, and Riveria Maya. As one of the restaurants in the Kittatinny area. So those are all of our local sponsors for today, and also we'd like to thank Dan Warnikoff, Champion Athletes. Thank you so much for sponsoring us this year and allowing us to have the coverage that we have today. That is all of the sponsors at the moment, and now we're heading into the 157-pound bout here where we've got yet another Kittatinny wrestler. The other Kittatinny wrestler in the final here today is Ethan Dowling of Kittatinny and James DeCanto of North Warren at 157 pounds. And there we go. Wrestlers are underway. Again, we are live here in the District 4 Championship Tournament at Kittatinny High School with your commentator, James Clarke. Thanking Kittatinny and the school for doing such a great job accommodating for us today here this afternoon for the District 4 Championship round, and allowing us to cover it to the best way we know how. Now Dowling trying to get in on a shot. And stalemate there, says the official, as both wrestlers go back to the center of the mat. Now a shot attempt there from both wrestlers. Now back in the neutral position. As you can see, DeCanto from North Warren has a shoulder bracer wrapped around him, so that's going to want to work to Dowling's advantage, knowing that that's an injury that's hurting DeCanto. Now DeCanto needs to try to get an elbow pass here if he can, with Ethan Dowling trying to figure out what he can do. Now the elbow pass there. Dowling could get himself in a position to get the elbow pass. And let's see what happens. We're approaching about the 15-second mark here in the first period with both wrestlers feeling each other out. And now Dowling getting on a shot, 10 seconds to go. DeCanto's got to be careful where he's at if he does not want to give up the takedown. But Dowling, nice job getting that takedown as the closing seconds appear in the first period. And Dowling leads this one 2-0. Dowling's choice, he's going to defer. And DeCanto is going to choose bottom to start the second period. Lifting it back up is Dowling. Now he's going to cut him, make it 2-1 now for Dowling. And DeCanto, one of the other wrestlers, pound-for-pound wrestlers for North Warren, as is Ethan Dowling from Kittatinny. Trying to get an elbow pass there is DeCanto. See if he can try and finish that there. And DeCanto in near a takedown, but nothing doing yet as the official says no wrestler is in control, and we are still in the neutral position.
Let's go, Doze.
Let's see if DeCanto can try and throw something here. He's just got to be careful. And it's stopped for potentially dangerous as both wrestlers get set back to the center of the mat. Now let's see that Dowling gets in on another shot. Let's see if he can try and finish it. DeCanto with trying to hold on to that leg. Nicely defended by DeCanto.
Omar.
Now wants to try to bring that leg around. I don't think that's going to work out in his favor as Dowling is near a takedown. But it might just get stopped for a stalemate, and it does, as I say that, by referee Doug Bush. 30 seconds left to go in the second period. And here we go. Both wrestlers get set back to the center of the mat. And getting in on a shot is DeCanto, nicely defended by Dowling. Let's see who can try and finish it. DeCanto's got to be careful. He is in a little bit of a position there, and it's going to be stopped for potentially dangerous as that knee was bent back in an awkward position. And you definitely do not want to risk that knee of getting hurt. So here we go. Back to the center of the mat we go. And we're closing in after 2 periods with a score of 2-1 for Dowling. Dowling is going to choose bottom right away. 1 more period, 2 more minutes. Let's see if DeCanto is either going to cut him or if he's going to try to ride him and get some back points. But he's got to be the aggressor here. He knows that he is down. As both wrestlers get themselves set back. Definitely one of the lowest scoring bouts here today at the District 4 tournament. And let's see what he's doing there right now for DeCanto. Just a nice job for DeCanto. Now he's just got to be careful here. He's draining as much time as he possibly can, but he's also got to be the aggressor here. So I'm thinking at any moment he's going to cut him, and he does, to make it 3-1, because now that's going to force DeCanto to be the aggressor to try to get the takedown. So here we go. We got a minute to go left in the third period, with DeCanto having to be the aggressor, but a shot in there from Dowling. And let's see what happens here if Dowling can try and finish in. If he can try and finish in this takedown, that could solidify a District 4 championship. And it's going to probably do it. Don't want to speak too soon, but Dowling does get in on a takedown to make the score 5-1 with 30 seconds left to go in the third period. Approaching 20 seconds to go in the third period. DeConto needing to try to be the aggressor here, but didn't work out in his favor, as that gave Dowling the chance to score the takedown. And it looks like at 157 pounds that Ethan Dowling of Kittatinny is going to be your 157-pound District 4 champion. Congratulations to Ethan Dowling. We also like to take the time to talk about our social media. If you're enjoying this so far, please follow us on social media. On Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you're watching this on YouTube, if you see that subscribe button to the YouTube channel of Garden State HS Wrestling, please be sure to click on that subscribe button. Like this video if you're able to. Leave a comment down below if you would like to, or if you're in the live chat. Let us know if you want us for next season to cover one of your wrestling matches at any point during the season. Because if we do that, we want to cover you, and we want to be able to give the best recognition to the sport of wrestling and your team as best as possible.
65-pound championship bout. From Wayne Hills, Joseph Lucarello. From Jefferson, Joseph DiBiase.
So in case you want to know right now, the current scores right now as stands, unless they update it shortly, right now, Jefferson is in first place. They are right now in first place, following Kittatinny, who is in second place. And right now, in third place is Butler, but not too far behind them is Wayne Hills, who is currently in fourth place. So that is your top 3 to 4 scorings right now in the District 4 Championship at Kittatinny High School. Now we're at the 165-pound championship round, and we are looking at 2 wrestlers, and one of those wrestlers happens to be at 165 pounds. It is going to be for Jefferson Township. It is Joseph DiBiase from Jefferson, and from Wayne Hills, it is Joseph Lucarello from Wayne Hills at 165 pounds here at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Championship. And both wrestlers go out of bounds already with 1:27 left in the first. Both wrestlers feeling each other out yet again. We got some wrist control. We got some elbow control. We're enjoying all the live action that's going on here today at Kittatinny. And if you're over at the District 7 tournament at Roxbury, where my colleague Donald Brower is calling the matches over there, I hope you guys are enjoying with what we are covering so far. I know Don enjoys the sport of wrestling, as do I. And over here from the Kittatinny perspective, we've been enjoying all the matches that have been going on over here today. We'll see if we go into this. I don't want to jinx anything, but we'll see if we can go into the first period with our first matchup for today in the final round with a score of 0-0. But I don't want to jinx anything. I'm just hoping so, because those are the kind of matchups that I kind of like to see. I like to see nice defensive, low-scoring matches. Arm drag attempt there from DiBiase. Now a little bit of head taps there, leaning on the head is DiBiase. And that is the end of one period. We have no score, which makes me a very happy man. And we go into the second period with DiBiase. He's going to go bottom to start the second period. With Lucarello. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. But definitely, I feel like I've done a pretty good job with pronouncing last names today. Now we'll see if we can try to get the leg in. Here's DiBiase. Has control of that leg. He's going to face him, and he's going to get out. 1-0. DiBiase in the lead. And a shot attempt there from Lucciarello. Now, DiBiase has to watch out that he doesn't get thrown here because that's exactly what Lucciarello is trying to look into. He's going to spin behind. Nice takedown from Lucciarello. He is in the first lead of this bout, 2-1, with a minute left to go in the second period. Nicely done. And yet again, another mat return. And signaling for injury time is DiBiase. Looked like a little bit that it was his head, because I thought he did come down on the head a little hard, but I think he's also favoring his knee a little bit too, because he does have a knee brace as well. While we're taking the time for the injury, let's do some sponsors. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors today for covering this match. Harrington Companies in Maplewood and Chester, New Jersey. Michael J. Lacken Construction. Nelson Painting. Cesco's Restaurant Tavern Catering. Out of Space Self-Storage. Kittatinny Chiropractor. LC and Wellness Center, LC Service, Complete Auto and Truck Repair, J. Kramer Landscaping and Snow Plowing, and Riviera Maya of the Authentic Mexican Restaurants near the area. So thank you to all of our sponsors, and also thank Dan Warnikoff, Champion Athletes and Nutritions. And now we'll get back to the action here with a score of 2-1, Lucciarello from Wayne Hills. And a mat return there from Lucciarello. And it's going to get stopped for technical violation for locked hands. So now the score is tied at 2. Giving that extra point there to DiBiase. And there we go. See if he can get out. DiBiase gets out. Makes the score 3-2. We're approaching the end of the second period, 15 seconds left, and it's been a nice low-scoring defensive matchup for both of these wrestlers. Lucciarello just has to be careful because has a 1 point. Well, he's down by 1, but he also does need to be the aggressor going into the third period, depending on where he chooses to go, which I would almost guarantee he's going to go bottom, and that's exactly where he's going to go. He's going to take bottom. And we'll see what DiBiase chooses to do. Because he wants to be able to win this one. He has a 1-point lead because of that locked hands call from Lucciarello. So he needs to give up just 1, not 2. Now trying to initiate the action still is DiBiase, having that 1-point lead. And trapping that leg from underneath is DiBiase. And we'll try to see what happens here with Lucciarello on the bottom here. Now working up to his base. And DiBiase knowing what's at stake here right now. Regardless, both of these wrestlers are going to go to the region tournament next week. But one of them is going to get a bye, and one of them will have to wrestle on Wednesday night next week. As both wrestlers get themselves reset, Lucciarello has to be the aggressor here. He knows what's at stake. He knows what he has to do to get himself in the winning position. Now controlling the wrist there is DiBiase, and Lucciarello does what he needs to do. He gets out, and DiBiase does his job of only giving up 1 and not 2. And now the match is going to get stopped for blood time. as we are waiting for the blood time, let's do some social media advertising. Garden State AHS Wrestling. Follow us on the social media. They are on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at Garden State HSW, and Instagram at Garden State HS Wrestling. And if you're watching this on video, you could do us a favor. You see that subscribe button right there down below. Please be sure to click on it. Please also be sure to like this video if you are enjoying the content and the coverage that we are providing for you here today. And let us know by next year if you want us to cover your matches next season, because we love covering wrestling and we want to give you the best recognition as much as possible. And now we're back in action with the neutral position. Both wrestlers going back on their feet. And it looks like there is still a little bit of blood on the side of the mat there. The athletic trainer is going to go over it and clean that off really quickly. And back to the action we go with the score deadlocked at 3. DiBiase from Jefferson and Lutriello of Wayne Hills. And Lutriello gets in a single leg. He needs a takedown. He goes out of bounds. And DiBiase and Lutriello back to the center of the mat here. Both wrestlers knowing that they want this one so badly. We'll see what happens here. Lutriello winning on that deep double leg there that almost could have been a takedown if it was a couple more inches inbounds. And now he's got a shot attempt there. He's got a single leg. Let's see what happens here. He might try to chip DiBiase, but nicely defended by DiBiase. He's got to be careful here, and he's going to get the takedown, and he's going to win it at 165 pounds. Joseph DiBiase of Jefferson wins this one at 165 pounds at the District 4 Championship round at Kittatinny High School. Congratulations to Joseph DiBiase. What an exciting and beautiful headlock there by Joseph DiBiase. That right there could be outstanding wrestler worthy. Just absolutely incredible. When you see moves like that happen, nothing against Luciano. He wrestled a heck of a match, but you cannot go wrong with that headlock. Unbelievable. Congratulations to Joseph DiBiase of Jefferson. That right there, I'll call it right now, that's definitely going to be OW worthy right there, that match. Incredible finish as we are now heading into the 175-pound bout for the District 4 Championship Tournament. And both of your wrestlers are Daniel Levette of Vernon Township facing Ashton Vava of Wayne Hills. And the match underway. Here we go. To talk about how both wrestlers got here today. Cisco got here. Levette got here today. From Vernon Township, he got here in a pin in the quarterfinal round before he faced top-seeded Wyatt Cisco of Kinnelon by winning in that one 8-5 regular decision. And Ashton Fava got here today with a regular decision in the quarterfinal round with a score of 1-0 before making it to the semifinal round and winning 8-4. So that's how both wrestlers got here today. And this could definitely be a barn burner as what we saw in the previous matchup. And I'm also losing my voice after that crazy 165-pound championship round. Final round at least in that bout. Both wrestlers go out of bounds. Both wrestlers feeling each other out, not willing to give up an inch. Do a little bit of hand fighting. Leaning on the head there is Levette. Getting in on a shot was Levette. And neither wrestler able to finish. And let's see if anything happens in the next 15 seconds. Looks like, unless anything does crazy happen, I don't want to jinx anything, but we might be going into the second period with a score deadlocked at what they call the number 0. And that's exactly what it is. 0-0 is our score. We're all tied up with no score. Levette going to defer. And Vava is going to choose bottom. He's going to choose bottom to start this second period. Here we go, Levette starting from the top position. Let's see. Mat return there, nice mat return for Levette as Vava tried to get an escape, but a mat return done by Lava, and he's going to do it again. Excuse me, not Lava, Levette. A lot of L's with these two last names. And Vava trying to get himself set up to go back from the bottom position. And here we go. See what happens here with Vava and Levette. As Levette trying to get in with wrist control. Trying to dig in that head from inside the shoulder. Now throwing in the half Nelson. Trying to lock in the head there, but both wrestlers are going to go out of bounds. I almost thought that was almost an escape point there, but control was still there for Levette. And they're going to go back to the center of the mat with Vava trying to go back on the bottom position. And here we go, Levette. Trying to work from the side there is Levette of Vernon Township. And he gets the escape for Vava of Wayne Hills, 1-0. As both wrestlers feeling each other out, a little bit of the hanging on the head for Vava. And a shot there from Levette. And it's defended there with the shoelaces down on the mat as both wrestlers go out of bounds. And the action continues. "15 seconds left to go in the second period. It's been an exciting day here at Kittatinny High School. Again, we'd like to thank Kittatinny High School and the District 4 tournament here. We'd like to thank everybody for allowing us to cover the District 4 championship here today for the final round. It's been one heck of a day. It's been a lot of exciting matchups to see here today. So thank you, everybody, for the best hospitality that you are able to provide to us. We're going into the third period. Levette chooses bottom. Vava has to be the aggressor. He's got to ride him out. And if he can't ride him out, he's either got to give up one and not two, or just ride him out, try to get a turn in. And Levette gets the escape. Now the score is deadlocked at what we call the number 1. And both wrestlers go out of bounds. Back to the center of the mat. And the action goes underway yet again. With some hitting on the head there from Levette. And he's got to watch himself too. He does not want to hang on that head too much in case if anything drastic does happen at this time. Now working inside the arm there is Levette. And working from the outside is Fava. We are approaching to the 1 minute mark here in the third period with a score that is deadlocked at 1. Try to find out and see what the next wrestler is going to do next. What wrestler is going to do what. Who wants this one more at this time? They know what's at stake. They know what they've got to do. So let's see what happens here. Approaching 30 seconds left in the third period. With the way this match is going right now, both wrestlers very evenly matched as the score is tied at 1. Potentially, if neither wrestler does not make a shot or does not initiate any action, we could be seeing the first overtime match here today in the final round at the District 4 Championship final round. And that's exactly what looks like it's going to happen. We are going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen, with a score that's all tied up at 1. Here we go, 1 minute, put on the clock. Sudden victory overtime. First takedown wins it. If not, if no one scores a takedown here, we then go into the ride-out periods. And Fava near a takedown. Nothing is given there for Levette. Just nicely done on his feet. He's going to go out of bounds. Both wrestlers. The Wayne Hills coaches are furious about that call. They wanted a flea in the mat call, but they do not get it. And the score is still tied 1-1. Unbelievable. Great action going on here today. And especially in this matchup here, with a score that's 1-1. Levette's got to be careful where he's at. Fava, he's going to get the takedown. He wins this one in overtime. Great matchup. Great evenly skilled matchup there for both wrestlers. Congratulations to Fava of Wayne Hills. Congratulations. To kind of discuss, in case you guys want to know who is in the top 3 right now. Right now, Jefferson is still in first place. Looks like they're pretty much going to wrap this one up, unless if anything drastic just changes. But Jefferson's in first. Kittatinny's in second. Butler is still in third. And Wayne Hills is in fourth place. They're not too far behind Butler after that win. So we will see who the final 3 teams are at the District 4 tournament here at Kittatinny today. Now let's take a look at the 190-pound matchup here between both wrestlers as we are approaching 3 more left. And today we've got Tucker Lockburner of Kittatinny, the top seeded here today, and Zaire Yabab of Manchester. Again, if I'm not pronouncing that name correctly, I apologize. I try the best that I possibly can, but both wrestlers going in here today with Lockburner going in, getting a bye in the first quarterfinal round before going to the semifinal round and getting a pin there to make him into the final round today. For Ayob from Manchester gets a pin in the quarterfinal round before he went on to win 7-4 in the semifinal round. So that's how both wrestlers got here today. Just the way that this matchup is looking like right now, and I'm not going to try to jinx anything, but I think this is also going to be another exciting matchup here as we have 1 minute left to go with neither wrestler really given the attempt to shoot yet. And now Lockburner gets a shot attempt, but not able to finish anything. Was not there for him, as that leg, the right leg that he was favoring at that time was not in the position that he wanted. 30 seconds to go here in the first period.
We can get Daniel Levitt from Vernon, Wyatt Cisco from Kittatinny, and Basil L. Morrissey from Hampton Lakes to medal stand, please.
15 seconds left to go. Score is still deadlocked at 0. And let's see what will happen here. But I don't think anything's going to happen in the last 5 seconds of the first period. It looks like we're going to go at the end of the first period. We're all tied up at 0. As we now are going into the second period with Yayob from Manchester going in. He wants to go defense to start the second. And we'll see what he can do. Yayob from Manchester and Lockburner from Kittatinny. Just been awesome being here today at Kittatinny High School. Just been incredible. Again, you are live here at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. This is the District 4 Championship Tournament with the Kittatinny High School. I am James Clarke, and we are here at Kittatinny High School. And grabbing onto that wrist is Lockburner. And an armbar attempt there from Lockburner. And throwing in a crossface.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens. We're 40 seconds left here in the second period with not much action going on in this particular bout right now. But both wrestlers evenly matched, as you can see here, as we are approaching a little under 30 seconds left in the second. And what has been an exciting day of wrestling. Now we've got a stall warning from Lockburner. That is the first warning of this bout. And yet again, here we go. Control that wrist there is Yayob of Manchester. And now trying to throw in a crossface a little bit there was Lockburner. Trying to get the escape, but nothing doing there for Yayob of Manchester. And at the end of 2 periods, we still have a score that is called 0-0.
Terrible stall call, 303.
Again, if you were watching over at Roxbury High School for the District 7 Wrestling Tournament, I hope you guys are enjoying the action there. That's being called by my colleague Donald Brower, as I, James Clarke, is over here at Kittatinny High School covering the District 4 tournament. Now we start the third period, and Lockburner chooses bottom. And a Grammy attempt there, and it works out in his favor. And Lockburner is going to get the reversal. And he takes the first lead in the match, 2-0. Grabbing the wrist control there is Lockburner. We'll see if he can try and get a tilt there, but I don't think that's going to really work out in his favor. Now he's trying to throw in that forearm on top of Yayob's head there, in the back of his neck, as we're under a minute left in the third. Now we got a stall warning for Yayob. Now we got a warning apiece for both wrestlers. Let's see what happens here. Under 30 seconds left to go in the third. It's just been incredible here today. The atmosphere for the Kittatinny fans and all the other fans that are here today. The atmosphere has just been unbelievable today. It's been awesome to be a part of. And it looks like Tucker Lockburner of Kittatinny is going to be your 2023 District 4 190-pound champion. Congratulations to Tucker Lockburner. Now let's go ahead and do some social media advertising for you all for your entertainment. If you want to follow us on social media, please do. You can follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you're watching this on YouTube today, you're going to see a button that says subscribe. I'm going to recommend you to please press on that. Click the subscribe button, hit the like button down below, and also leave a comment if you would like to. If you want us to cover a match going into next year, we would most likely and most definitely want to do that for you. We want to give you and your wrestlers the best recognition that they deserve, as this is not an easy sport. We love covering it as much as you love watching it. So now we're going in here. We have 2 bouts to go. We're at the 215 pounds here for District 4 tournament, and both wrestlers we have here is Luca Torello of Butler going up against Adam Moshfegh of Wayne Hills. Just to talk a little bit about how both wrestlers got here today. Torello from Butler got here with a pin in the quarterfinal round before he went on to the semifinal round to get a pin, and that's how he got to the finals. As for Moshfegh, he got here with a pin in the quarterfinal round before he got a major decision score of 15-4 in the semifinal round. So that's how both wrestlers got here today. Again, we are live here at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Wrestling Championship Tournament. I am your commentator, James Clarke, giving you the action today. Now Torello on a shot near the takedown. If you want me to talk about the scores right now, the team scores right now, Jefferson is in first place. Kittatinny is in second place. Right now, the two teams that are neck to neck to finish in the top 3 are Wayne Hills, right now, who's in third place, and Butler in fourth place. So this matchup right here is going to pretty much solidify as far as who gets into the top 3 right here. This could be the match. And you're watching it here right now with both Butler and Wayne Hills, both wrestlers from those respective teams, trying to get their team to finish in the top 3.
So when your wrestlers are done, please make sure you come up and get your passes for regions.
And we are going, at the end of the first period, we've got no score. And now the flip of the coin, it goes to Moshfegh. He's going bottom right away.
Baby crawling up. Awesome.
So we'll see what happens here with Torello and Moshfegh. As Moshfegh chooses bottom, Torello is on top. Torello not wanting to give up an inch. There's Torello. A little bit of a slip there, a little bit. And he gets the escape. Is Moshfegh. Lead this one 1-0. So we'll see what happens here. As both wrestlers feeling each other out just a little bit. A little bit of leaning on the head from both wrestlers. Trying to have an underhook there is Torello. Moshfegh also trying to do the same. Now he blocked that off. Now he's trying to get wrist control. Shot attempt there from Torello. And in a front headlock position is Moshfegh. Leaning on the head there. We got 30 seconds left to go in the second. As both wrestlers getting to feel each other out. They know what's at stake for their teams. They want to try to be recognized and see who will finish in the top three. Torello in on a shot. See if he tries to finish it. He's going to get the takedown. 10 seconds left to go in the second. He's going to get the takedown here. And he might go into the third period with the score. And Masfez escapes right before the buzzer. And both wrestlers tied up at 2. And Torello indicating that he wants to go bottom. There we go. The score all tied up at 2. I'm trying to see what will happen there. Masfez trying to do what he can. Now he grabs control of that wrist. And Masfez just getting a little high there. He does not want to really get too crazy with that. Now he's trying to work a tilt, and he's going to get some back points out of this one. The official is holding at least 2 points there, and he's going to give him 2 points, and Masfez is going to lead this one 4-2. Now let's see what happens here. We're approaching the 1 minute mark here. Torello's got to be the aggressor, because if he does not win here and he does not get pinned, that means that Butler would have to pin at the heavyweight bout if they want to consider themselves to be in the top 3 here at the District 4 Championship here at Kittatinny. So it's all up to Torello what he can do. He's going in on a switch. Now he's going to get out. Score is 4-3. 1 minute to go in the third period. 4-3, Masfez. Now feeling both wrestlers out right here. Torello has to be the aggressor. He knows what's at stake. He knows he wants to get himself not only a championship here in this bout, but he also wants to help his team get into the top 3. So let's see what something happens here. We're approaching under 30 seconds left. Torello's got to go. But also at the same time, he might also realize that is his opponent or his teammate. Masfez is going to get the takedown. He's going to solidify a District 4 championship. Unless anything crazy happens here. But that does not look like it's going to happen. As Adam Masfez of Wayne Hills is a 6'3" winner at 215 pounds. So congratulations to Masfez. Again, let's also thank some sponsors that are helping us be here today. We'd like to thank all the Harrington companies of Maplewood and Chester, New Jersey, such as the Construction Recycling and Hoffman Landscaping. All of the Harrington companies, they are huge supporters of New Jersey high school wrestling. We'd also like to thank Dan Warnikoff, champion athlete in nutrition. Want the guy that can give you the best nutrition possible? Go see Dan Warnikoff. He will definitely do just that. We'd also like to thank all the other sponsors that are helping us out here today. Michael J. Lacken Construction, Nelson Painting, Sesco's Restaurant, Tavern, and Catering, Out of Space Self-Storage, Kittatinny Chiropractor and Wellness Center, LC Service, Jay Kramer Landscaping and Snowplowing, and Riviera Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurants. So thank you to all of our sponsors here today who are helping us cover the District 4 Wrestling Championship here at Kittatinny High School. Again, I am your commentator, James Clarke, bringing you the action. It's been an exciting day today, and I hope everybody here who has been watching all the final matches, I hope everybody's been enjoying the content that I've been able to provide to all of you and enjoying the action as well. So right now, your team scores right now, if you want to know who they are, they are as follows. They are Jefferson in first place. Kittatinny's in second place. Right now, at neck and neck after that win, Wayne Hills is in third place. And then in fourth place right now, not far behind them, is Butler. If Butler can pin in this heavyweight match, Butler will then overtake Wayne Hills and be in the top 3 at the District 4 Championship. So it's going to come down to this match here if Butler gets into the top 3. But again, it looks like at this point now, Jefferson wrapped up the District 4 team championship for them. So congratulations to Jefferson Township for winning. And congratulations to Kittatinny. Again, we would like to thank Kittatinny High School, their fans, and all, their administration, and the district that has allowed us to cover this District 4 championship today. We enjoyed every minute of it, and we hope that you guys enjoyed the content and the action that we've brought to you today. So thank you again. I also like to thank Donald Brower for allowing me to be a part of this day as well. You may be watching him right now as he's covering the District 7 tournament over at Roxbury High School. And what is an all Morris County district there. And we are just finishing up here over on the third place match at 215 pounds, going into one of the ride-out periods. So we're just waiting on the action here. So what we're doing now, let's talk about some social media. If you want to follow us on social media, please do so. You can follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you're watching us on YouTube right now, there's a subscribe button to hit. Make sure you click on that. Also, if you want to, please leave a comment down below and let us know if you want us to cover any of your matchups going into next season. I know we're at the end of the year. I know all at this point now is the postseason. But if you want us to cover a matchup that you think is going to be worthy with watching and covering, please let us know. And we will definitely make our best efforts to give you the best recognition that you deserve. Again, we are at the final bout over here for the final round. As soon as the 215 pounds third place matchup over here ends, we will then go over to the 285 pound matchup, and we will be covering this final bout here. It looks like that is the end of the 215 third place match. And that went into one of the ride-out periods.
And at number 2 for third place bout from Wayne Hills, Matthew Lehman. From Jefferson, Timothy Connolly.
Okay, now we're going into the final match. Butler's got to get it done here if they want to enter the top 3. Here we go. The match underway here, the final bout of the day. We've got Jason Murray of Butler going up against J.J. Wallers of North Warren. We'll talk about how both wrestlers got here today. J.J. Wallers of North Warren got a fall in 1:07 before he went on to win by a fall over a very quality opponent from Jefferson in the third period with a score that was deadlocked at 0 and got a pin in the third period there. That was an exciting match for J.J. Wallers of North Warren. And Jason Murray got here with a pin in the quarterfinal round before he faced the top seed Matt Lehman of Wayne Hills and beating him 5-3. And that was an exciting match as well. So Murray knows what's at stake here. The pressure's on him. Who's going to finish in the top 3? Is it going to be Butler? Is it going to be Wayne Hills? We will find out who's going to solidify that third place team finish. And Wallace, oh, out of bounds there. That was almost like a football tackle from Wallace. Unbelievable. And both wrestlers feeling each other out. Again, this is the heavyweight bout here. We are live here at Kittatinny High School for the District 4 Championship Tournament. I am your commentator, James Clarke, bringing you the action today. As we've got Jason Murray of Butler and JJ Wallers of North Warren. And we're going into the second period with a score that is deadlocked at the number 0. As the flip of the coin happens, it's going to be Murray. Yeah, it's going to be Murray's choice. He's got to decide what he's going to do. He's going to defer. I would say I think he's going to defer. And he's going to do that because his coaches wanted him to defer. He was kind of hesitant to do it, and he said, yeah, I'm going to defer. Ball is going to go bottom to start the second period. And Wallers gets out 1-0 our score. But JJ Wallers of North Warren leads this one. As both wrestlers feeling each other out. We got a little bit of head taps going on here.
Pick him up! Pick him up!
Let's see what happens here. Almost a headlock attempt from Murray. Nothing there. And that was an exciting match over there as the Jefferson fans went wild in that third place match. And both wrestlers go out of bounds. 59 seconds to go in the second. JJ Wallers leads this one 1-0. And now we have a little bit of head tap going on here. Both wrestlers were leaning on the head a little bit. Got 30 seconds left to go in the second. Not much action going on here in this bout. And both wrestlers leaning on the head. Not a lot of action going on here. Wallers could try to get into the elbow pass there, because his elbow's right there and he has the hand right in that position to do so. And that's going to be the end of 2 periods. And Wallers leads this one 1-0. And Murray has to choose what he's going to do. He's got to help his team out. He's got to try what he's going to do. He's going bottom. He's going bottom to start. He's thinking, I think the strategy is he might try to get the escape here to try and take this one into overtime. I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. Because if he takes it into overtime, it'll give him a shot, but he needs the pin. That's really the whole point of it. He needs the pin. And Waller's doing a nice job with the mat return, as it twice brought Murray back down to the mat. Great job. And trying to run the half Nelson there is Wallers. Let's see if he can try and bring him back down. Now trying to see if he can throw something in there. Now he's got to try to, he's got to watch himself there for Wallers. And Murray gets the escape. We're all tied at 1. Let's see what happens. We're under a minute left here in the third period. As both wrestlers are trying to get back in bounds here. They're trying to waste as much clock as they can. Murray's got to try for a desperation move. He's got to try to pin Wallers here if he wants to have his team finish in the top 3. A pin will help them out indeed. And Waller's going in. Nice. There, he gets a takedown. We've got 15 seconds left to go in the third period. J.J. Waller's getting in on that takedown is huge. And it looks like as the closing seconds appear that J.J. Waller's of North Warren is going to be your 2023 District 4 champion at the heavyweight bout. Congratulations to North Warren. Congratulations to JJ himself for getting this district title here today. And your top 3 finishers. And before we do that, let's do some social media time right now. All right, we've got Facebook at Gardens. If you want to follow us on social media, you can follow us at Garden State Wrestling, hswrestling.com. On Twitter at Garden State HSW. And on Instagram, at Garden State HS Wrestling. If you want to follow us on social media, those are the 3. Or if you want to try to follow us on the YouTube channel, you could also hit that subscribe button as well. If you hit that subscribe button right there, it's going to come us a long way. And if you want to comment down below as well, please be sure to do that. That would also be awesome as well if you could do that. And let us know if you want us to cover any of your matches for next season. Please let us know, and we will definitely help you out to the best way that we possibly can. And I also want to thank our sponsors today before we go to the camera over here into the Harrington press box, as Don Brower would say it. We'd like to thank all of the following sponsors who have covered us here today. We'd like to thank Harrington Companies of Maplewood and Chester, New Jersey. Michael J. Lacken, Construction. Nelson Painting. Sesco's Restaurant, Tavern, and Catering. Out of Space Self Storage. Kittatinny Chiropractor and Wellness Center. LC Service. Complete Auto and Truck Repair. Jay Kramer, Landscaping and Snowplowing. And Riviera Maya, the authentic Mexican restaurants in the area, the Kittatinny area. So thank you again for sponsoring all of us here today for the District 4 Championship at Kittatinny High School here today. And all I got to say is right now, ladies and gentlemen, what an event today for the District 4 Championship round here at Kittatinny High School. It's been unbelievable. Some familiar teams I grew up watching over the years and wrestling against over the years. Nice to see them kind of get their recognition and being able to make names for themselves and everything like that. So the top 3 finishers here for here at the Kittatinny District 4 Championship, and they are going to be as follows. Jefferson is going to be your District 4 champions, along with the second place finish of Kittatinny. Finishes in second place, so congratulations to those 2 teams. And congratulations to Wayne Hills sealing the deal for that third place match, for that third place finish right there for the team score. Congratulations to the top 3. Butler, nothing to hang their heads over. They did such a phenomenal job here today. They fall short and they finished 4th place. So your top 3 finishers yet again: Jefferson in first place, second place Kittatinny, third place Wayne Hills. Congratulations to the top 3 finishers here. Congratulations to all of the wrestlers here today who have done such a phenomenal job as far as wrestling goes. Good luck to everybody, the top 3 place finishers here for each weight class. Congratulations to them. Good luck next week at the Region Tournament, which we will be covering next week at West Milford High School for the Region 1 Tournament. More details to come. And while we are waiting for the announcement for the outstanding wrestler, let's see who our outstanding wrestler is going to be for today.
Team score. Walkill Valley. In 9th place with 52 points, Vernon Township. Tied for 7th place with 62 points, Manchester Regional and Kittatinny. 6th place with 68.5 points, Pompton Lakes. 5th place with 81 points, North Warren. 4th place with 131 points, Butler. 3rd place with 137 points, Wayne Hills. 2nd place with 146 points, Kittatinny. And your District 4 champions with 181.5 points, Jefferson Township. Again, we have all the district champions to the center of the map. I also have tickets for Manchester Regional, your region passes as well. At this time, to join those wrestlers at the center of the map, we would like to announce the assistant coach of the year for District 4 from Pompton Lakes, Greg Vetter. The District 4 head coach of the year from Kittatinny, John Gill. We're tabulating outstanding wrestler as we speak.
So congratulations to head coach John Gill for winning the District 4 Coach of the Year. We will be sure to try to get an interview with him. And we're also going to be listening to the announcements as well, as far as who the outstanding wrestler will be of the tournament as well. All right, everybody, in case you forgot already, please follow us on the social media page. If you follow us on social media, hold on 1 second.
157 pounds from Kittatinny, Ethan Dowling.
So Ethan Dowling is your outstanding wrestler of the tournament as well. Congratulations to Ethan Dowling from Kittatinny. So we will be sure to get an interview with both Ethan Dowling, and we'll also be sure to get an interview with Coach John Gill as well. And if you would like to follow us on social media,
thank you, everyone.
Please let us know. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at Garden State HS Wrestling. And if you're following us on the Facebook stream, or excuse me, the YouTube stream here, if you want to, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you hit the subscribe button right there, you guys will help us come a long way as well, if you could do that. And if you want to, please drop a like on this video as well. Leave a comment down below. Let us know if you want us to cover your matches heading into next season, because it will help us come a long way as far as all of that goes. And we want to give you all the best recognition for the sport of wrestling as much as possible. So if you do all of these things, you're helping us come a long time as well. And also, final time, before we get into our interview here, we also would like to take the time to thank our sponsors, and they are for today: Harrington Companies of Maplewood in Chester, New Jersey, Michael J. Lacken Construction, Nelson Painting, Cesco's Restaurant, Tavern, and Catering, Out of Space Self-Storage, Kittatinny Chiropractor and Wellness Center, LC Service, complete auto and truck repair. J. Kramer, landscaping and snow plowing. And Riveria Maya, authentic Mexican restaurants that are here in the area of Kittatinny. And now we'll bring us back over to the press booth here. I've got the outstanding wrestler from Kittatinny High School, Ethan Dowling. Ethan, congratulations to you, man. Talk about this win. I mean, this is an exciting, tournament today. I've enjoyed a lot of action today, but, definitely well-deserved as an outstanding wrestler. And you wrestled a tough opponent of James Clarke from North Warren. Talk about that. What was your mindset going into today?
Well, I know that kid. We've wrestled at club wrestling together. I know he's tough. Just wanted to get district title, get the first round bye at regions. Kind of focused, really want to get that region title. Didn't get it last year, but yeah, I want to get the states, at least blood rounds. And, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know you definitely can do that as far as like your perseverance, your integrity, everything that you brought forth onto the mat today is really paying off. And like you said, Tacanto, very tough opponent in his own right from North Warren. They got a couple good wrestlers in there. And you might have a shot of seeing them again down at Regions. And speaking of the Regions, I know a little bit about the Kittatinny based off of what I've talked with your head coach over the years. Your dad was a two-time state champion here. Your brother was a former state medalist too in the year of 2021. He missed out on last year. So with that being said, I'm sure your goal is to top that, obviously, but are you going to try to beat like your brother's score here? Are you going to try to become the state champion, and how are you going to provide that?
Yeah, well, it's going to be tough to beat my dad's three-time state finalist. I'd have to get there this year, but I do really want to beat my brother. I mean, always got competition there, but yeah, becoming a state champ would be awesome by senior year. Really hope to get to that goal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know you guys come from a great tradition of wrestling here at Kittatinny, especially with your dad and your brother. I'm sure you've seen wrestling basically since you've been, since you were a baby and going into diapers. So, it's definitely paying off now. And just talk about the tradition here that you have at Kittatinny. I know for a long time you guys have always worn the blue leggings all the time, and I know it's something that I've always admired. I've always admired your coach as well and everything that he's done. Just talk about what it means to you to be a Kittatinny Cougar.
Well, it's awesome getting to wrestle for Gil, legendary coach. And it's a lot of the little things like wearing Gil hats, really strict about that. Like after our matches, wants us jump roping. So it's little things that count and make us as great as a program as we are.
Yeah, definitely, and it's definitely paying off. He's had multiple championships, multiple sectional championships, group championships, vice versa. I mean, you guys have the tradition here, and it just seems to continue year in and year out. So that's why anytime I cover Kittatinny wrestling, and I always watch it, I always love watching Kittatinny wrestling because I just love the style that you guys wrestle. I've always had a lot of respect for you guys, over the years. So Ethan, please do us a favor, celebrate this. Good luck down at Regions. Good luck down at States. Accomplish your goals.
Thank you.
Because I know you can definitely do it, and you showed it here today. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And also, we'll be waiting for John Gill as well, the District 4 head coach of the year. We'll be getting him momentarily as well. John Gill has had such a great tradition of wrestling over the years. I've always been admired by his grit, his integrity, everything that he's been able to provide to the sport of wrestling is one of the reasons why I pretty much have followed wrestling over these years. And so congratulations to Kittatinny. Congratulations to John Gill. Congratulations to Jefferson Township for winning the District 4 championship here today too. So without further ado, let's go back in while we're waiting for Coach Gill. Let's talk about some social media in case you already forgot, because that happens very often. Please follow us on the social media of Garden State HS Wrestling. You can follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at Garden State HS Wrestling. If you are following us on Facebook, if you're following us on the YouTube channel and you see that subscribe button, please go ahead, click on that. Please be sure to follow us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure that, and if you want us to cover your matches going into next year, we'd be more than happy to, because we've got the best coverage here. We've got the best commentators here and the professionals that can definitely do it. If you want to be recognized in the best way possible, we are the team that can do it. So please let us know. We will cover you and give you the best coverage and recognition that you deserve on the mat. And now I'd like to bring forth here the man, the myth, the legend, someone I've always had a lot of respect for, and a lot of times of when we've always seen each other, always talked about wrestling and nothing but the sport of wrestling. Coach John Gill. John Gill, congratulations to you, man. This is awesome. Great sport of wrestling. You guys did a phenomenal job here, so thank you for allowing us to be here today. Talk about this, another district team championship for you guys. Just talk about that. Yeah. What does it mean to you?
It's nice to be the host. My hat's off to Jefferson. They squeaked. They got by us. We're right there with them. We have 7 kids going to regions. I'm certainly proud of them. It was nice to see teams like Vernon getting better. Wallkill was challenging. 2 years ago, they weren't. They didn't last very long. So the sport is still healthy. I thought it was a very good district. It was pretty balanced, and I love being a host for it. And it's a lot of work, but it's just fantastic. And my kids did well. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah, definitely. We were just talking about that before, too, and I've been talking about it throughout the stream pretty much all day. It's been a very nice run tournament. You guys did a phenomenal job with that. A lot of evenly matched teams, especially going into the final round, and especially with some of your guys, too. I mean, talk about, like, Ethan. I mean, he winning OW. He wrestled a nice opponent of DeCanto from North Warren. Talk about that. How does that mean to you to have another wrestler come out of this district of being an outstanding wrestler?
It's nice when the other coaches, that comes from the coaches, and the coaches appreciated his effort. And it's the North Warren. What a great effort from that kid with a shoulder brace on and stuff. So it's nice when you get recognized by the coaches or by your peers. But this one came from the coaches, and they appreciate the tournament that he had.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he really looked like he was in there. He was ready to go. And like you said, North Warren, give them the credit too. They had a couple good wrestlers that came into this tournament today, and they fought hard, and as did all the other teams that were in here today. So there was definitely no slouches going into this tournament. And also, I asked Ethan as well about the tradition that you guys have had here at Kittatinny for a long time. Talk about that tradition. He always says, you guys wear the same uniforms. You guys wear the John Gill hats. You guys always wear, you guys are always jump roping right after the match. You're always greeting the best wrestlers. Like, just what does it really mean to you throughout your 43-year journey here of being a head coach at Kittatinny? What does that mean to you?
It's a legacy. I have great help. This is not a one-man show, and I know my name is attached, to most of it. But I have great assistants. I have good parents that support. They raise wonderful teenage boys, and we work hard. Tradition is big, important to me. I want them to respect what decades of kids before them have done. There's certain behaviors I expect and certain work ethics I expect. So it's nice to have that tradition. Kids still buy into it, and when they stop buying into it, I won't be here. But right now they're still buying into it. I'm very proud of them.
And that's exactly what you need in the sport of wrestling. It's not an easy sport, as you know, as a coaching perspective and as a wrestler too. It's definitely not an easy sport. And it definitely takes a lot of sweat, tears, and blood to really get down to like the states and be able to be like, make a name for yourself. And now going into the regions, going into the state tournament, you have 7 going down to regions, as you said. Do you feel like your team has what it takes to have 7 guys, or at least a good chunk of them, to go down to make some noise at regions and possibly down in Atlantic City?
We want multiple qualifiers. I'd be disappointed if it's just Ethan or something like that. There should be a few of his teammates with him. They're not all going to be regional champs. We may not have any regional champs, but we're going to hopefully have some qualifiers. And if you want to be wrestling, one of our goals when we start the first practice of the year, guys, close your eyes. You want to set a goal to be wrestling on like Saturday in March when the states are going on. And it doesn't mean you're going to get your hand raised or going to have a medal, but you want to be trying to get there on the last day of the season. That's the most important part.
Absolutely, and I think you have quite a few wrestlers on this team, I believe, that can definitely get yourself there. Like you said, maybe not on the podium in some cases, but at least you can get down there and say you're a region qualifier, you were a state qualifier. I think that's the most rewarding thing at the end of the day, knowing how tough the state of wrestling here in New Jersey really is. So, Coach Gill, please do us the favor, celebrate this. Congratulations to you for another championship here.
Thank you.
For Kittatinny, walking away with like another, really good district appearance today. So really appreciate everything
Thank
you
you
guys
for
done
covering
today.
the sport and promoting it with everybody else. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you so much, Coach Joe. Go celebrate this with your team. Thank you so much. And thank everybody here at GardenStateHSWrestling.com for everything that they have done today. I want to take the time to thank my colleague Donald Brower, who has not been here today, covering over at the Roxbury tournament for the District 7 tournament. I'd like to thank him for allowing me to be a part of this. Without him, I don't know where else I would be. Let's just be honest there. I'd like to thank Jared Clemens as well for doing such a phenomenal job. As he's waving right over here, he's done a phenomenal job, throughout the season as well. I always appreciate his effort, and I appreciate him for vouching for me to continue being here to working for Garden State HS Wrestling. It really does mean a lot. And, and just thank you guys for tuning in as well. It really means a lot to me, because I'm covering your sport, your team, the best way that I possibly can. And it really means a lot to come over here and to recognize the wrestlers and recognize the coaches and build relationships that, really mean a lot to me. It can really mean something special moving forward. So, without further ado, everybody, this is James Clarke here at Kittatinny High School covering the District 4 Wrestling Championships. We will see you all next week, in Region 1 down at West Milford High School. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.